Every face has a story. Every scar carries a lesson. Welcome to Life Unfiltered.
So tell me, what's one thing you survived that nobody looking at you today would ever guess? Everyone has a story, you just never ask. Hi, I'm Deborah Omotula and this is Life Unfiltered, a safe space where people get to be seen and heard. The extraordinary stories behind ordinary lives. I believe that one of the most inspiring people would ever meet today are not famous. They are people we walk past every single day. So join me as I meet our guests for today. So thank you for being here with us. Before we get into our conversation, I did like everyone watching to get to know who you are. So tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm glad to be here. It's my pleasure. My name is Olamide Oladuni and I'm born and brought up in Osun State, Osogbo to be precise, and a second child of 4. So we have 3 daughters and 1 boy, and he's our last born, and I'm a Christian.
Okay, so tell us your story about one of the most craziest thing you have ever done.
Oh my goodness, I don't think you're ready for that. I don't think you're
ready for that. Definitely ready because I'm curious.
I did a lot of things and I actually took a lot of risk, but this particular thing I want to say actually is mind-blowing to myself. Even if I remember it actually blow my mind that is it Olamide that would do this kind of thing. I could never even think that I could ever do that kind of thing in my life because I never expected it. It's not planned. It's not something that I actually sit down and say, okay, I want to do. It just happened. I just took that boat risk. So the thing I actually did was I ran from home. Yeah, I ran from home, not because they chased me, not because I'm hungry, not because I did something horrible to my parents, to my family, my siblings, but because I was just tired. I was fed up of being stalked, and I feel like my environment was not giving room for growth, and I don't know what to do at that particular moment, and I just do not know. I was just thinking, I told you earlier that I was born and brought up in Osogbo, Osun State, to be precise, and I felt like I've never gone out of that zone before. And when I even got a job outside Osogbo, it was Oyo of Oyo State, and the place doesn't sit well with me, and I had to go back to Osogbo, and I had to tell myself the truth that do I want to keep staying here, because that particular moment I was going through some, should I call it life crisis? So, and I believe that maybe we all go through this, or it's just different from one way or the other. That scenario was so shocking to me, so I had to pack all my things. I don't know anywhere or anyone here in Abuja. I just took that step. I ran from home and I just kind of get into the bus because I had a few cash with me, and I'm just here in Abuja. And before that time, I was actually thinking, what should I do, or how should I stay connected to people, because I don't know anybody here in Abuja. I tried to link up with some people on social media. Most of them are not, helping, and I understand them, because a stranger, for that fact, is moving into their house in Abuja. They would want to be scared and afraid, but I did not let that stop me, and I actually stayed with a stranger. I actually stayed with a stranger that even if the stranger is a man, for me to actually take that risk, and the risk was so big. I'm trying to cut the story short, because if I say all the full gist, we're not going to live here today, and I know that we would want to live here, and I just know that I don't know. I just had to leave. I had to run, because I don't like to settle for less, and I don't like to be stalked. And before I actually left, I called my parents. I called them, I told them, but it doesn't sit well with them, so I actually ran, because had it been I've listened to them, I would not leave Osogbo. So I just left.
Wow. Just wow. Wow. That must be very tough and hard for you. So, can you tell us the experience, like what exactly happened? You moving into a stranger's house, like tell us, we want to know what happened. How did you get here?
Okay, I actually moved there having a remote work I was doing, having it in mind that I will not stay long there. But as times goes on, I told myself that okay, I don't want to stay in the particular environment in that house with the same person, stranger, because at some point point, we are all humans. He started getting uncomfortable. I started getting uncomfortable that this is the time to leave this person. He's a man and I'm not supposed to do that in the first place. I know, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I know people will judge me already, but I mean, what can I do? I don't have anybody here in Abuja. I just had to do that. I had that kind of mind that even if it's to die, even if someone will kill me, even if maybe I'll have an accident, I don't mind, in as much that I step my foot in Abuja and nothing happened to me, no kidnapping. And that was the period where kidnapping was happening here and there on the street, on the road. And yes, I got to Abuja safely, and I think God has this place for me. So that time I was so uncomfortable because I was staying with a stranger and a lot of things happened, the opposite gender staying in the same room. What do you think? So yeah, some things happened that I was not comfortable with, but I should have known and thought that thing happened. But I was not thinking, because I was seeing that particular person as an older person, like an elder brother to me, like a born now, like brother. So, and I actually have to start looking for a physical work instead of a remote work. I had to quit my remote work, even if it was paying at that point. So I got the physical work, and from there I pick up. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That is so mind-blowing. Like seriously, I don't know what to say. Like that was really a huge risk. So tell me, from everything you have experienced, you have gone through, running away from home, and now you being here to this wonderful woman that you are right now. So what advice would you give someone that, are scared? Maybe it could be that they don't want to leave their job, or something that represents, them settling. Like, what advice would you give them to come out of that space? Because of a lot of people are scared of the unknown. They don't want to, they get too comfortable, living life the way they usually live, and they don't come out. So what advice would you give to somebody watching right now?
Yeah, okay, I would start by saying that even if you want to take a risk, I would like to advise anyone who watching me right now. Maybe you know that you are the kind of person that loves taking risks. Please and please don't take risk anyhow. Make sure you take a very calculated risk. If you take risk, if you don't settle for less, it is very fine, it's very okay. But to ensure that there are some things that you don't go through, there are some circumstances that you don't encounter, make sure that you are taking a very calculated risk, because that was the mistake I made. I just, because of what happened, of how I felt, my emotion was so overwhelmed, and I just stepped out like that. And another thing I would say is that don't settle for less at the same time. So now it's up to you for you to think about it. Your current situation, what is that thing that you want to do? What is that thing that you are planning to do? Where are you at now? Are you settling for less? Do you want to push further? Make sure you don't settle for less, and make sure you take calculated risk. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us. I really appreciate you for blessing us with your presence and your amazing story.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
One story, one conversation, but I'm sure each of us saw a part of us in it. If you could go back and speak to your younger self in your hardest season, what would you say? So leave your answers in the comment section. I did genuinely want to read it. And if this conversation touched you, share it with someone who really needs to hear it. I will see you in the next episode of Life Unfiltered.